SMILE is a mission that's going to revolutionise our idea of near-Earth space and how the solar wind that comes off the sun all the time interacts with our Earth's magnetic field.
What SMILE will do is do something which has not been done before, though, is to use a technique of global imaging to monitor how the Earth's magnetic field responds to the different varying solar wind pressure.
SMILE is going to take the first long duration images of this interaction and see how our protective shield of our magnetic field moves in and out and it changes.
So eventually what you will see is our better understanding and prediction of the solar weather and how it affects the magnetosphere, and therefore how we can mitigate things like risks and effects to navigation and power stations.
There's a lot of extra instrumentation in space that Leicester has been involved in. And we've also got a lot of experience in managing projects as well, doing the sort of system engineering and so forth, working with collaborators, having that experience of bringing everything together to make your final product.
A unique part of the mission is that it has a highly elliptical orbit, and that's needed so that the SXI can look back onto the Earth and image the magnetospheric boundary. But what that orbit does is impart quite a high thermal range on the actual instrument itself. And so a unique challenge is keeping the detectors cryogenic range so that heat doesn't disturb them and introduce noise and ruin the data. Now, in order to do that, the rest of the instrument also had to be designed to cope with extreme heat and cold.
So Leicester has been involved from SMILE from the beginning, building the X-ray camera, and we're also involved in the operations. So we're going to receive the data from the satellite and process that raw data that we get. And then from that we can make these lovely 2D images, but they're two-dimensional images of a three-dimensional shape. So we need to do some additional processing to get the idea of that three-dimensional shape from those two-dimensional images.
So a really exciting part of the mission is that we get to put a data centre here at the University of Leicester, and what that means is that we'll have first access to the data products that come from the instrument and from the spacecraft. So there'll be a team of engineers and operations mission engineers on site, and we'll be looking at that data as it comes down firsthand.
To build an instrument for space, you need world-class facilities. So you need advanced clean rooms, you need advanced equipment, and you also need very skillful people. And so SPL brings all of these things together.
SMILE has dominated my career. Through 20 plus years at Leicester, I've seen this idea develop and eventually be selected as a mission. And so I've been working on getting ready for SMILE for a long time.
And actually, the launch is just the start, because these projects they're not really about the hardware. The projects are really about the data that comes down. We've still got that bit to come.
Finally, to realising that in a month's time it'll be launched, and then a few weeks after that we will switch the instrument on. It's very hard to put into exact words how I feel. I think a mixture of excitement and terror is probably the actual closest.